Well, hello there. Well, welcome once again. This is Watiri with you. We are in Brackenhurst Conference Center located in Limuru. Limuru is my hometown. Fun fact, I've grown up and school here all my life. Well, Limuru is known for its outdoor activities, hiking, biking, camping. Right now we are in a drought. Normally it's very lush green, and that's why you can see the grass is a little bit goldish in color. But trust you me, we'll still have a very good time doing our biking today. All right, come with me.
Our route today will take us out of Brackenhurst and on a gravel ride. We'll get an amazing tour of the tea plantation, see a waterfall, and later I'll show you a flow trail that I found that I'm not quite sure was actually designed as a flow trail, and I was kinda told that you're not allowed to ride it. Basically, we're following a fairly normal side road for Kenya, but this one isn't well traveled other than for the tea plantation. So it's a good road for a bike ride.
Yeah, I like to say hi to people.
Watiri says you need to say hi to people when you're out on an adventure in case you get into trouble. They'll help you. Not too far into our journey, we came upon a spot that Watiri wanted to tell me about.
So tea is picked early in the morning in this area or any other area. This is one of the collection points where they pick and put it in the basket, and then they put it in a sack, and then a van is gonna come and measure in kilos what you have picked, and you get paid per kilo per day for what you have picked. So I think this was some of the leaves that fell off the basket. But normally in the morning, it's normally so beautiful when the sun is rising and everybody's in their tea farms and they are picking. It's normally 2 leaves and a bud, 2 leaves and a bud. We shall do that in another short video, and I'm gonna show you how to pick tea. And for that, you'd have to subscribe to my channel.
Across from the tea pickup area, there's a small compound with a bit of history.
Before, these were the colonial houses where the tea pickers would stay. But now they've been modernized. Before they were all white in color, but same concept, same structure. And this is where most of the tea pickers live with their families. And fun fact, on Sunday, you can come and watch a football match between this tea farm and another tea farm. And right over there is a field. My sister and I come here to chill. So, yeah.
Adjust your brakes. It's okay. If she doesn't believe me that it's okay to have squeaky brakes, she can ask Colin.
Doing great. He needs a brake sponsor. Just throwing that out there.
The road led us down to where the colonial houses are, and we stopped because Watiri was having problems with her bike, which wasn't much of a surprise here in Kenya. So what's the problem with your bike?
I can't seem to change the gears. Andy, please, would you change my gears for me? Just ride it just a little.
Oh yeah, I'll change your gears for you.
Thank you. So I'm lucky I have a professional with me.
I've discovered the problem.
Okay.
The shifter SRAM. It's true. But no, I think you were just already in the hardest gear.
Okay.
Before getting on our way, a couple children came out to say hi. Bye. These kids are so shy.
Andy. So, not all children go to school. It's expensive.
Oh, they don't go to school?
It's $40.
Watiri was telling me that these children may not go to school because some of the families cannot afford school fees. She's actually started an organization where she raises money for children like this, and people from around Kenya can donate money to pay for a child's school fees.
So, up ahead you can find monkeys. I don't know if you'll find them right now. It's too hot. But we have the Columbus monkey in the middle.
Okay. So maybe if we're lucky, we'll see some Columbus monkeys.
Right here, there is normally a river, like it such a beautiful river, but now since there's drought in Kenya, it's all dried up. So the big leaves, that's arrowroot, and they grow in marshy areas. So I don't know how this harvest is gonna turn out, but let's see. And we hope for some rain.
What's this?
I don't know what it is, but I think the monkeys feed on them. Yeah. Now we're about to go uphill. Yeah. I'm excited.
I don't think she was telling the truth about being excited. And I was missing my dropper post. Where are they?
There's a family of monkeys up here. So right now it's so hot. So they're taking shade in this bush.
Watiri spotted some monkeys in the trees, but they ended up being pretty hard to see. Watiri did try to lure them out, but I'm not really sure she knows what she's doing. That's how you do it?
I think so.
But don't worry, I'll show you a better view of the monkeys later on my solo ride.
Oh, that's the way you can call the monkeys.
We had a bit of a grind after this to get to the highest point of our ride. Tea farmers drink a lot of Smirnoff Ice?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so we are going to see a chicken farm. It's a whole system, it's a whole chain where the chicken lay the eggs, they are hatched, they are weighed, they are packaged and distributed to supermarkets, hotels, homes, and one of the biggest company in Kenya is over here. Habari yenu? Hata tupite hapa kando. Ndio kuku zimetoka?
It might not be obvious, but what these guys are doing here is loading up the chicken from the coops.
It's called KK Promote. I like this guy. I'm going to tell you about him. His house is down here.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
After our ride on the gravel road, we ended up on a paved road next to the Limuru Girls' School. I didn't really get much footage of this because Watiri told me it wasn't okay to film it, but she did have more info about the guy who owns the chicken farm.
Lots of this farm belongs to a guy called KK Promote, his family. He used to work for a certain politician and he was the caretaker and this was his reward. So he was just a caretaker and then he just got all this wealth. Fun fact about KK Promote, those are his houses. In Africa, polygamy is a common thing or was a common thing. I don't know myself. I don't support it. Now, he has made sure that both his wives live in harmony. So his house is in the middle and the first wife is on the left, right? And the second wife is on the left. And all of them have to live together in harmony. I don't know if it's in harmony since I've never been there. But for him to have both women in the same compound in this time and age is just kudos.
This was also the first time I saw a Kenyan woman transporting water on top of her head. I honestly wasn't sure if this was just a myth, but many people still get their water from streams and ponds and must transport it back home. So today we're riding the giant Talon. It's a little bit older. What I've noticed in Kenya, this is actually a pretty good rental bike. It's a 29er. We rented these bikes on a Thursday, which is apparently the day they service them. I don't know what they really do other than wash them. These, you can see I got like really bad throttle grip on mine and the cranks are a little loose, but overall, compared to the other bike that I rented here in Kenya, this one's a pretty good one. And then Watiri's riding the same bike, just with more mechanical problems. You want to ride my bike? On the way back. What side of the road do we go on?
This one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
While we debated what side of the road to ride on, we decided we would make our way to the waterfall. This is despite a local telling us that the river feeding the waterfall is dry.
Thank you. They say the waterfall is dry. They said we can go, it's down this road.
The entrance of the waterfall site has this sign telling us that the picnic area and campsite was established in 1963, and the waterfall is 42 feet tall. And I thought it would be worth noting that here in Limuru, the elevation is 2,500 meters, or about 8,200 feet. Even Nairobi is 5,000 feet above sea level, which kind of makes sense why they have such a nice climate here, considering that Kenya is at the equator. Gear.
This is a crappy bicycle. I
Did you shift it?
How do I shift it? Let's go.
I absolutely understand Watiri's frustration here, and you'll see it later on when I do the flow trail ride by myself.
Then we're gonna go around the corner. Let's say hi to a friend of mine who lives here. He's a pastor.
Are you friends with everybody?
Everybody's friends with me. Why aren't you writing?
Because I'm walking with you. Are you afraid of goats? A short ride led us to the waterfalls in Tigoni. This is an overlook point that looks like it had seen better days. Honestly, at one point it was probably a really fun place to be, but now it doesn't seem like it has been taken care of very well. The overlook seems nice, but all the buildings and furniture are in various states of decay. It took us a while to find someone to pay our entry fee. I thought I found out where to pay, but turns out I was wrong.
So, we are here at Waterfalls in Limuru, and we've been trying to look for a place to pay. It's 1,000 shillings per person. So when we got here, Andy told me that we have to pay here. So I'm here talking to everyone. But no, it's written, you can pray.
I thought it said pay.
Pray, Andy. Oh, there, found someone.
We did end up paying, and Watiri got some more info about this place.
So other than the waterfall, you can do picnic side over here.
You can choose anywhere.
Okay, okay. And can we do camping here as well?
Yeah, let's have fun camping.
For still 1,000 shillings?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can camp here, and you give us firewood or fire, because I know it gets cold at night.
Yeah, at night. Kwanza saa sita. Unasikia unafanya unaona barafu.
He says it gets so cold you touch your face, it's all like icy. It actually gets really cold. Yeah. I told you I come from the coldest place in Kenya. Sometimes we have hailstorms.
Then there was this lizard.
Can I teach you how to pronounce it?
What is it?
Say ja.
Ja.
Ga.
Ga.
Vi.
Vi. Jagavi.
Jagavi. Oh, yeah. You said it so well.
That's what that lizard is?
Yeah. So unlike Andy, who always moves his helmet, I always keep mine up.
Is it that way?
It's this way.
Oh.
Yeah. It acts as a hat because of the sun.
People leave their trash. Before we went down the trail, we were told that bikes weren't allowed. But later, they told me it would be okay, so maybe next time. Can I go get my bike? Oh, this would be so good.
You like this?
Yeah, this would be good.
I think he was just like, oh my God, do you guys know how to cycle? He was just scared, but I think he'd have brought our bike.
Oh, you asked him if we ride down?
I know, I asked him if we can bring our bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you asked him.
And what did he say?
No.
Oh.
But we didn't know. Next time you'll come, you'll bring your bike.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust that bike anyway. Also, something crazy was happening with my GoPro for a moment. Why is it going crazy? But luckily the problem went away.
What was this color? Oh, shoot. I thought that was the waterfall.
That tree?
Yeah, can you hear it?
No.
We found it.
Oh, it is there.
It's not so much water, but we found it. Yay!
So Akiri thought that tree was the waterfall, but even though it's not, we're in luck because it's right here. After taking some selfies and checking out the lower part of the falls, we started to head back. Is this bridge safe? After Watiri made sure to make friends with the caretakers, we got on our way down the dirt road back towards Brackenhurst. But first, a stop at the soda shop.
Now we are going to a party because in Kenya, after we work hard like this, we party. So, Andy, catch up. It's party time.
Keep in mind that Watiri is friends with literally everyone, so she let this lady ride her bike for a few minutes.
Yeah. I was looking for her, remember when I told you? Now can I get a Coca-Cola? Super excited. Thanks, Andy.
Karibu.
Fun fact, Andy told me that Coca-Cola is the second most understood word in the whole world. So guess, write in the comments what the first word is. Cheers.
So, from what I understand, a long time ago when Africa and some of these other countries, like I saw it in Costa Rica, when they were so much more underdeveloped, Coca-Cola would come in and build these little buildings and sell Coca-Cola. And they did it in so many underdeveloped nations that it became such an understood word that around the world it's the second most understood word there is. Do you believe me?
I believe you. I wonder what the first one is. Well, everybody has to guess.
This is just something I heard in a college marketing class, so if I'm wrong, blame Professor Reich. Now, on our ride back, we saw some cows grazing near the girls' school. Cows, it's like Wisconsin. Watiri was really struggling on the uphill because her bike wouldn't shift properly. Do you want to ride this one?
No. Yet. Not yet.
Watiri's doing the switchback technique.
Just trying to find.
Her bike sucks. She can't get in the lowest gear. Whoop, there goes the pedals again. She can't get in the lowest gear on her front or back sprockets. I keep telling her to ride my bike, but she won't. The sun was just starting to set, so we ended up getting some nice views of the tea farms on the ride back. There's a boarding school near Brackenhurst, so there's constantly children playing or walking down the roads here. Then I saw one kid riding that had a number plate, so I wonder what kind of racing they do here.
Yeah, so we are done. Andy is helping me take back my bike. We've had a fun day. It was 2 hours. I actually thought we needed more than 2 hours, but 2 hours is just enough. And now we're gonna go and have a beautiful cup of coffee at this beautiful Brackenhurst Conference Center in
After our coffee, we did some touring around Brackenhurst, including reading their many informative signs and tree identification cards of the wide variety of trees. Brackenhurst is near Watiri's house, so we actually went there quite a bit. They have good food, good coffee, and good Wi-Fi if you're looking to hang out for more than just your ride. The best thing to explore, in my opinion, is the nature trail. This is where you'll find a variety of animals, plants, butterflies, this random treehouse, and a small waterfall. So this is where the waterfall should be on the nature trail. However, this area has had a drought for the last 7 months, so there's no waterfall, but hopefully they'll get some rain this week. So this is just a walking trail, but I think they should open it up for mountain biking because it's such a good flow trail. It's like they designed it for riding, but it's only a walking trail. And with all that said, I had to try to ride this trail another day. So half the people here at Brackenhurst that work here will tell you that you cannot ride the nature trail, and the other half say you can. So I'm just gonna try my luck today and see if I can get in there and ride it. Yeah, I'm just doing the nature trail and I'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Story of riding in Kenya. You lose your chain every time. Colin would probably ride up this because he's sadistic. Well, so here at Brackenhurst, we did the tea farm ride, and then I just did the nature walk ride, and I highly recommend doing both. You get some miles and some interesting views, some of the local culture on the tea farm ride, and then on the nature trail you actually get some really good trails. It's really fun Just be mindful of the sections with the stairs, and remember you're kind of riding a full rigid bike here. Like, you do have front suspension, but it doesn't really do a whole lot for you. But either way, depending on which day you come, it's like $4 or $5 to rent the bike. Highly recommend it. It's a good time. One of the best places I've ridden here in Kenya.